Hey everyone, I felt like I had to share some things that come up after watching thank God it was only 5 minute segment. The vibes of Elon Musk's latest talk up with apparently us having to master space more. And what we're seeing is, at a time when we're being asked on Earth to maintain a stabilizing of upward growth of our own light beings, and pretty much releasing any connections or attachments we have to lower vibrational, self-serving, hidden, unequal, trying to base further establishment of. What we're seeing is people still believing that escaping planet Earth and glamorizing space hopping is of the utmost importance. Like, is it the utmost important? We'll be the ones that do this for you, because literally his words say, we should help fix the problems on Earth, but we at SpaceX want you to wake up excited about things. Maybe not the exact words, but I don't care. But pretty much, if anyone, especially of like a person who holds himself like up as some important speaking bright light because of funds, really, numbers at the moment anyway, if he was so important, he wouldn't need to wake up feeling excited about leaving the planet. The kind of light travel of the future doesn't have anything to do with the humans right now mastering it. It's a glamorized distancing of self with one's own real, going through the real journey of life. We've got money. Money is king. If you want to leave your problems behind, join me. And that's as far as I want to go right there, because if he was truly guided, if we were truly guided to stand up and say something like that is that of importance, it would be more common knowledge for all of us. not one person or the SpaceX team. And right at the crux of that 5 minutes conversation, really, oh my God, the choreographed applaud, freaking hell, and the fakeness of the faces saying, we really don't have a clue what he's talking about, but he's hired us to come here and make out he does. So at the center of it was when he feels the sales pitch is SpaceX wants you to wake up excited. Now, he's not saying it like that, but that's the sales pitch drive behind it. If I tell them I'm going to help them wake up excited that they can leave this planet and even outside the solar system. Oh my God, he wants to be a Star Trek leader. The whole performance was that. And that's fine, but it just kind of irritates me that we could be doing more on Earth. We could not talk ourselves up, not want to become space trek leaders outside of the solar system, having been the one, because he's standing at the center desk and he's like, oh my God, the praise of it and stuff. It's like, seriously, the people we are praising at the moment, we the people, are each other that says, we've had enough of the way money people abandon us. And just like the Democrats were saying from their recent press conference, we need to look after the people. In 250 years, we need to continue on the journey for planet Earth. Yes, they are a big part of planet Earth. We all are. Anyone who stands up and says, in 250 years, if we've made constitutional laws that, you know, we must take care of people's privacy and various standing up for each, taking a stand just for the basis of a good existence on planet Earth. And then we've got these slide in the back door as sales pitches, you know, saying, I've got the way. And as soon as the foot is in the door, it slams shut on the people. I'll do what's good for the minority now, not the majority. And so too interesting how Trumpeter and Musketeer apparently aren't friends. But, you know, with the obviousness of that breakdown, you know, on social media, I wouldn't be surprised if they still have a connection, but they couldn't keep it going because the people were under them. Because they had to declare in the Oval Office that we're not doing this together because of our friendship, or people aren't believing something of best interest with their partnership because of Elon Musk, firstly, not being qualified to do what he was being a part of. So, yeah. So, you know, sometimes they'll say, oh, let's stop that and let's go behind the scenes and see what we can do there. So, don't want to give too much other thought to that right now. Because We're born on planet Earth for planet Earth, and that's occupied by many people who have a lot more good qualities to share, and we both know that numbers men like numbers more than anything. And we don't need numbers men. We need and I kept on the distribution of numbers, like a balanced I. So it stands out like, guides, can you please give me another description of this? Please, because I always keep going back to it stands out like a dog's part that you just can't miss, you know? It stands out like that when, if we come together more as a globe in higher standards of keeping an eye on balance, then there'll be a lot less numbers men. And I'm not excluding female. There'll be a lot less numbers hidden on purpose for destruction, really. Destruction of goodness, well-being, balance, even health, basic survival, but also on the way down for numbers men is also the heaviness of not being able to detach from like grudges energy, you know, like Israel. And then Trump easily joins that. And then Trump's wanting to stick his flag all around the world, doesn't care how it happens. Oh, silly boys. Really need to join with like just the up-leveling of humankind. Anyway, to that end, everyone as free will is entitled to do what they would like, but not if those entitlements are put on others' well-being. So they can do what they choose. We all know that. And for the fact that they're doing what they choose, it's standing out like dog's parts that it's not for the good of all. So why in the hell would we listen to you, support you, give you time on our screens? It is still for those who want to support blindly that fantasy and money is everything. I can do what I want now. I have this title. I want people to land on the moon anytime they want. Only humanity doesn't need to. We have done enough research and understanding on this planet and brought in, because all of that research and understanding has come from spiritual guidance through humans and some developments of technology. We know enough about the planets, and anything we need to know, we'll find out like that with higher trust that we're here to support this planet fully at the moment and the betterment of our lives. So why in the hell would we want to develop a taxi to escape it? Escapism is escapism. Okay, you're a soul here for a journey. And then you're gonna go back. But anyway, some boys want to be known for their flags. So far as I'm concerned, there is one flag. Our various locations can have various colors and representative of culture and history and emblems, and celebrate that, because that's great. But all of us are a part of like one, I was going to say white, but it is in no way a give in, resign. White flag, because we resign to the fact we work with the light. There are other colors that would make a great representation of standing one with the light as well, but white's fine. Spectrum of light. And yes, we are here to experience some challenges, but we don't need some kind of X emblem on things to say, I've got the way, when it's inside of us all. So if you want to be Dr. Spock, maybe talk to Hollywood. We all love a bit of fantasy on the film, but come on, boys, you got to grow up. And that probably leads to a disclosure talk. A disclosure talk wrap up. As far as I am willing to indulge is the only word coming. I just say wrap it up, people. Sorry, but I do. Because I know everyone is in like a fluctuated response of, what if, maybe, it is true. Yes, this is. Okay, right. Now what? We're onto something? I don't know. Let's find out. And on goes the journey of a mysterious discovery of, yes, legit minimal connection. Because we are a vast reality. And we're swept up in something that is not dependable on the true service of this planet or any other planet. That sightings and contact and some information, let's get to the bottom of it. Well, life is ongoing. There is no conclusions. There is no, like, this is what humanity likes to do. This is what it is, and stay there for a while. Like, we actually try to get to the bottom of it. What's being hidden? What's it for? So that we can know that one thing. Just like I was talking about us needing to visit other planets or outside the solar system from Mr. X marks the spot. So too, nothing really discovered so far and hidden is of concern. Coming from a cosmic view. So that's why I feel, and when I feel it, it's a knowing we're carried away in something. It's just like with all of the AI, we get swept up in it, right? But if we keep our level heads about us and our feet on the planet, we really just need to do the right thing by its development. And it was good, I heard something recently about, but I don't think it would happen, that a lot of the AI has to be held off in its use or development due to it feeling like it can get away from us. So it just tells us that, there hasn't been enough regulation overseeing it. And so then you pull back on the reins and you actually do the work of making sure you are seeing like what the players are intentional developments are. So there does need to kind of be that conscience lid. But of course AI is going to do its continual learning, but also we need to be aware of the amount of water it uses. Like, let's not get carried away in the fantasy of it, because everyone's like jumped straight on board and forget about humanity and care and needs at times too for people losing jobs. So you can see how the whole world is going through this upshift, rebalancing, reshuffle of if now coming full circle, I think I'll be made aware if I haven't touched on something, but coming full circle, how and I've still got my tears mucking around trying to get in the way of what I speak, like I have to slow down or something, or not expand on this conversation, like his cold energy that hangs around my head and tries to get like in front of me and in the field. It's light. We're light people. We can move light. So although you can't see him, that's what's happening. And so as he tried to get in the way right now of the conclusion coming full circle, because he's been working hard at electrical manipulation around my head area and manipulates it with temperature, so you can kind of slow down things and do what you want with someone's energy. So it's quite ridiculous, but I'll take a moment to breathe, and I might just shut down a bit of light because he uses it. And also get it off the screen because he works with the reflection back at me. So where was I with AI? Let's go back there. I do believe it was a part of, we're here for humanity's best interest, and that involves the interests of each and every one of us. So in anyone's right mind, who wouldn't want to ground themselves in that? I would like to be my best version, but I can't just want that for myself. I'm part of a humanity. And I do not win in life anything more if I go against any one version of humanity. So one person. We're all a version of humanity. And we're all souls that have the body version of humanity for this impermanent time period. We all know that through history, nothing has been like permanent. But if we keep creating towards the better version and maintain the best interest of us as a whole, that's the heart foundational light that's going to lift us all, and that's what's going to stay. Our new earth, grounding, conscience and consciousness. Our conscious awareness, not our let's escape our problems. I am the leader of this pack, and I will plant my flag anywhere I want to attack. So yeah, you can see why that stands out like dog's parts, and we stand up like it's old parts, traded in for all the new, just for all the new, for all the new of us, for all the new that is a part of. And can I just finish this talk on just this simple fact? As the sun rises and I look out to the light, common sense says that sun rises every day. Quiet the mind and take a look at ancient knowledge, more current knowledge, travel through the ages, telling us, proving to us over a time period how we truly heal, and when we heal, therefore grow. So light, not human against human, do we grow. So it's like just stop and take a look at what feeds us. Now, if you want to live your life going down into the hidden, right, and trying to put on a fake light, you're going to go down with the hidden because you don't believe you're one with the light. Like, you're fed by the light. There'd be no planet if it wasn't this power powering us. And everything that does in support of all resource. So just remember where you come from and support the alignment of. There's nothing else to say about the current climate of excitedness, of something being opened up, like disclosed to us, opened up. That's really going to change anything on planet Earth. If anything, it feels like just humans want to be distracted from Earth again. Okay, we do want this. That's why we like these movies. But you don't take all that's happening at the moment that's emphasizing the growth of us standing up in the light and say, there's something else that we should be worried about. Let's get trapped in and caught in this fantasy of mind. Okay? On the one hand, I have to say, yeah, things are going to go on. But if we really need to know something, we will know. We are supported by the light. There is no humans that are really hiding anything of worthiness. So if you want to get swept up in who has made contact on the planet, go for it. But just don't put any kind of evil connotation to it. Because there are many civilizations that are going to make contact with the planet. And the highest truth of that is, look in the mirror at your own vibration. So when you look in the mirror, look past what you've been given as a form for this lifetime and ask the center vibration under the skin, just below the clavicle, how it's feeling, how it's doing, without the mind getting involved and pulling you out of this. How you doing? And try and do it sincerely with a little depth. And you'll find where you sit as to whether it's I'm good or I live in a mixed up fear-based reality. Because your vibration is going to depend on whether certain things in the field will be revealed to you. So it truly isn't a battle of what's landed on the planet and what might be hidden, what people have seen. Leave that up to the galactics, and you concentrate on your own vibration, and that's how you attract what you want to know, instead of us getting a bit too far-fetched, carried away with outside of ourselves has some kind of control. Because it really annoys me that we kind of do this outward look to life as though we're waiting for something out there to tell us who we are. And I'll leave it there. God bless everyone. Have a great morning. See you again soon.